Hey, it's your girl Cookie, and in this video, I'm going to be platinuming The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. So if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. You can suggest new games for me to play or platinum. Be sure to follow me on my other socials. I do stream occasionally over on Twitch, and I'm trying to build a small community. If you don't know, we are on the road to 50 platinum trophies this year. So if you'd like to see if we hit our goal, hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get into the video. In episode 1, chapter 1, you get introduced to Javi, who just received a phone call from his older brother that his father is dying. But when he got there, it's already too late, and so yeah, after arriving and getting in a fight with his brother, well, not really a fight because only one person did the punching, the brothers then set their differences aside and they went in to join the other family when they discovered that
People's awake.
their father, whom they thought was dead, was not dead. And short story shorter, he bit grandma. So they had to put grandpa down. Shortly after, they rushed grandma to the hospital, which caused their family to separate. So this will be the last time that Javi sees his mother and brother, which forces him, his niece and nephew, and his sister-in-law to adapt to the new life of survival. Which brings us to the end of the chapter and our first trophy. In this game, you don't have to do much for trophies, just complete the episodes and chapters within those episodes, which is partly why I chose this game. Speaking of chapters, we're now in chapter 2, where Javi and his family decided to make a pit stop in an old junkyard. In that junkyard, they were looking for gas. Whoa, why are you pumping that gas like that though?
Oh, hell no.
Anyways, they were looking for gas and food, and they ended up finding a trailer full of food and everything they pretty much needed. In the midst of finding food, Kate, which is Javi's sister-in-law, was like, not feeling this place. She was like, we should leave. So I had to make a choice. And in this game, choices are critical because they affect the game. So I ended up siding with the kids and choosing to stay the night. Now, this is where I started to regret my choices. Yeah, I should have just took the gas and left, but I don't think it mattered because as soon as I would have went out there to grab the gas, I still would have been ambushed. So they forced Javi back into this trailer at gunpoint, where his family had just barely gotten out. While Javi's family went and escaped to safety, Javi got into a scuffle with one of the guys that was holding him at gunpoint. Yeah, it didn't end well, and that got him pistol whipped. Javi getting his shit rocked for the second time was the ending of the episode.
6.5 hours later.
So after completing chapter 2 and getting our second trophy, we are now in chapter 3, where Javi wakes up in a van tied up with some random man. I was about to make a joke.
Stop it. Get some help.
But anyways, he crashed and I chose to shoot him. Right after that, I got held at gunpoint by somebody else. Jesus, this guy cannot catch a break. And it happens to be Clementine. That was the ending of chapter 3. We are now in chapter 4, where Clementine and Javi found a peaceful little town. Well, peaceful until she shot somebody for selling her fake bullets, so she thought. So that put everyone's attention on them. And I sort of dry snitched on her, which caused her to get escorted out.
You what?
So we are now in chapter 6, where Trick and Clementine went with Javi to reunite with his family at the junkyard, where his niece was unfortunately shot. And then Kate decided to play hero and got herself shot. And then Gabe proceeds to run into open fire as well. Yeah, this family was stressing me out in this chapter. So I went back to the town with Trip to get Kate some medical help, and that was the ending of the episode. We are now in episode 2, chapter 1, where we get Kate some help and we chase after Gabe. We find Gabe and run into Clementine, who has brought the enemies from the junkyard back to the town's front gate. So now we're in a complete standoff with these guys, and not only are we in a standoff, but they have Conrad's wife. And instead of surrendering Javi, I decided to open fire, which made them dump tear gas and walkers onto the town. So Javi's family and a few of Tripp's friends made it out of the town. However, Conrad's wife did not make it out of the town, and he was not too happy with me.
She's dead because of you.
So after my bad choices and Javi and Conrad's disagreement, they went back on the road, where they ran into a roadblock and a herd of walkers. After they cleared the roadblock, Eleanor and Kate went to the nearest town to find Kate some help. That left behind Javi and everyone else. They also discovered that they were being watched.
The New Frontier. They took over Richmond. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Oh, and she's on her way there.
Fuck. Oh, God. Eleanor and Kate. They're headed right to the middle of those assholes.
What's wrong with Clementine? At this point, we're in chapter 5 of episode 2, where we get a flashback of Clementine.
I'm Ava, and my group, we call ourselves the New Frontier.
We found out what's wrong with Clementine. Clementine came clean about her involvement with the New Frontier. Conrad overheard Javi and Clementine's conversation and he was not happy. So Conrad decided to hold Gabe hostage until Javi made a choice. Let's just say I didn't make the best choice. I had to make a split-second decision and he wasn't backing down. And so chapter 5 came to an end with a rough decision. Javi and whoever's left of their group found Eleanor's car with Kate inside and decided to surrender because Kate needed medical help and they needed to find Eleanor. And guess who's the head of security of the New Frontier?
I was trying to see if they...
Oh my god.
Episode 2 ended with a crazy cliffhanger. After I made it to episode 3, my game decided to freeze. What the heck? My game froze. In episode 3, Chapter 1, Javi and his friends gets locked in the cell where Javi gets escorted to basically a town hearing. They basically throw Javi and his friends out of the town, but they keep Eleanor because her medical skills are essential. Then we get a flashback of Clementine getting kicked out of the New Frontier because she was stealing medicine for AJ because he was sick. She was caught and they took AJ from her. After that, Javi and his friends come up with a plan to get Kate and Eleanor and escape. But the plan doesn't go as planned and Javi gets caught and Kate barely escapes. After Javi is caught, him and his brother go to confront Joan, who is the leader of the town, who was also stealing from other towns, breaking their own rules. After confronting Joan, she decides to just lock Javi and his brother up. So much for that lead security position. That wraps up the ending of episode 3. After Javi and his brother are thrown in cells, Javi escapes with the help of Kate, who came back to rescue him. After Kate saves Javi, they make it back to Eleanor's place where they see that the town is surrounded by the herd of walkers. So they come up with a plan because they decide that neither the outside or inside the town is safe for them. After that, Gabe and Javi go and steal weapons from the armory in the town. And they actually end up getting spotted. Javi gets stabbed as well. After Javi gets stabbed, they decide to make a pit stop at Dr. Lingard's office where Javi gets his wounds treated. But that doesn't work because Dr. Lingard is high out of his mind and passed out. So Javi tries to slap him and wake him up. Crazy, it's usually the other way around. While Dr. Lingard is passed out, Javi finds the medical supplies he needs to stitch his wounds. Clementine actually helps stitch his wound up. Eventually, everyone made it back to Eleanor's place where Javi and Gabe get into a disagreement, and he rats me out.
Life is precious? Then how come you shot Conrad, huh?
Bitch, what? Oh my god.
It be your own people. Anyways, the plan continued and we still secured the truck. And then we found out that Joan was going to execute David, Javi's brother, where we found out that we got ratted out again for the second time because Eleanor and Trick wanted revenge for Conrad, but it backfired because they captured Trick and they executed him. That is when I made the decision to take her out. After that, we saved David and her little goons came after us for taking her out. Javi also rescued Clementine and called Kate when they threw tear gas on them. But that didn't really go as planned either. Oh my god, bruh.
Javi, you've got
Yo. Bro, I made some bad decisions. We then started the last and final episode, which was episode 5. It started with a flashback with their dad who passed away from cancer, who knew he had cancer and just decided not to do chemotherapy at all. So Javi made a promise to his dad that he would get along with his brother. After that, you get thrown back into the present day where they see that the town is now filled with a herd of walkers. Javi and his brother then come up with a plan to attempt to get the town back safe again. But of course, Javi's brother does not stick to the plan and Kate is furious.
How fucking dare you? I can't believe I ever loved you. can't believe I ever loved either of you.
Once again, ratted out. That caused Javi and his brother to fight. And I got tired of David putting his hands on Javi. So I chose to fight back. This man been hitting him since the beginning of the game. Anyways, after David and Javi's altercation, a real one this time, they got help from a friend to open the gate and complete the mission. They did get the town back safe after David's death, and Clementine asked for one last favor before she went on her own separate journey. Shortly after Clementine's favor, she went on her own quest to find AJ and said her goodbyes to everyone, while Javi, Kate, and Gabe stayed to repair the town. That was the ending of episode 5, chapter 6. In The Walking Dead: A New Frontier marks our 25th Platinum Trophy. And if you enjoyed that video, please remember to like, subscribe, follow my other socials, and until next time.